Hello, and welcome to Ice is Slippery, an unserious podcast about hockey brought to you by 1.5 hockey fans. My name is Kate, and I'm the hockey fan.
And my name is Fred, and I'm half a hockey fan.
Hi, Fred. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm exhausted. It's been a really long weekend for us.
Yes. It was early bedtime after a big outing.
Yes, we have done all kinds of things this weekend. We went out spontaneously on Friday night.
Yeah.
Some friends of yours were at a brewery and invited us, and we decided to go out. I had just taken a very large edible, so it was extra adventurous.
Yeah, very adventurous.
But we had a good time. I don't think I was too weird.
Nope, you handled it just fine. I was very concerned about you.
Yes. Nope. I tried really hard to be as normal as I can ever get, which is to say not very much. And then Saturday, we got up. We had to drive all over the place because I've gotten really into online estate sailing, and I had to go pick some things up. And then we bought a car because it turns out with you birding now and me online estate sailing, us sharing a car is not going to work like it has for the last 6 years.
No, it was time.
It was time.
We ran out of time.
I know. You didn't even get to bird yesterday.
Nope.
It was a real travesty.
Yep.
But the world is right again. You birded this morning.
Yep. I did a little bit of birding this morning.
Just some minor low-key birding.
Yep.
You got to take the new car. Was it really nice?
The new car's fun.
The new used car, I should say.
New used car.
Yeah, we're not that fancy.
No, it was nice. Yeah, things are going pretty well.
I like it.
Overall.
Well, let's record a podcast so I can go buy some more or go pick up some more estate sale finds.
Oh, that's right. We got to do that.
I got to go do that by 2.
Yep.
So, all right. I don't think this is maybe going to be the longest podcast of all time because it's near the end of the season and there really is not that much going on.
Is that why we're talking about so much of our...
That is why. I mean... Also, we just like people and we want to share ourselves, but mostly it's just to fill time.
Yeah. I was going to say, I can get into my review of the Boards of Canada album if you want.
Oh, please, let's spare everybody from that. Okay. Let's instead get into some hockey news. So first, kind of a general hockey news. Worlds are still going on.
Apparently.
They are. It's close to the end now.
Have you watched any of that?
I haven't watched much because the time zone difference is not like ideal for me.
Oh, it's like F1.
Yes, I've mostly seen clips and things here and there. One thing I have seen is the refs have body cams.
Which I think the NHL needs. It's hilarious.
They absolutely do. And they can just like edit out the incriminating parts, like where the refs talk about like how they're biased against certain teams. That's fine. We all know the truth. Instead, we are getting some really great content. So there was one ref cam where a ref is skating up to a scrum and it looks like another ref is like choking out a player with a stick. And then there's a player from another team there. And the ref at the camera is like, guys, there's nothing going on. There's no reason for this. Stop. And then one of the players is like, do you play hockey? And he's like, yes, but this isn't hockey. Very, very cute. But the best thing ever, and I showed you this, is where Matthew Tkachuk is at Worlds and he tripped over someone's stick and then fell down and dramatically and pretended he couldn't get back up again.
Yeah, he barely tripped over someone's stick.
This effort would have been a failing grade at Mason Marchment School for Dramatic Arts.
Yeah,
we'll just say that. It was not it was not very good. He's out of practice clearly. And the ref agreed saying, no, come on. Hey, Matt, no, you're better than this. You're better than this.
Yeah.
But with like a cute little accent.
Yeah, his accent was hilarious.
He's like, you're better than this. You're better than this. It was so, I loved it so much. I've watched it like 50 times.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. He's not better than that. We all know the truth.
Well, yeah.
But it's nice that this guy's pretending he's better than that.
Absolutely.
And it was just really funny to see him called out in that manner.
Right.
He's just very much like wrangling a kindergartner.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh no. He's like, I'm not even going to dignify this. He was just so fucking tired. I'm like, I get it. He makes me tired too. And I don't even have to like ref him or be near him or watch him. No, I choose to watch him. It says a lot more about me.
Yeah, no, I really like the hearing them talk and the body cams and everything. It, like that instance there with Tkachuk, like that's the kind of things where like, oh, something later happens and it's not as bad as what it was before, but he's been talked to and then he gets the penalty. You're like, you can understand more of like the dynamics of, the ref versus team kind of interplay, I think.
It's right. It's like earlier in the playoffs this year, there was something happen and you could hear a ref very clearly in a hot mic go, I warned you.
Right.
And yeah, like that's the stuff I want. That's the story. Like I want that body cam where he's like, listen, this is the 6th time I've told you to stop doing that shit. So now you're going to the box. And like, then you get the, oh, okay, now I finally understand why this is the time he's going to the box.
Yep.
Like it wasn't just ignored, like it was a thing. So.
I do think the body cams are like good evidence for the refs.
Yes.
You know, right. Like they can be like, look, you can just look at the video. I didn't see that.
Yeah, no, exactly. So it's my eyes are over there. Well, speaking of worlds, The Athletic put out a piece on Sidney Crosby and Macklin Celebrini playing together over there. And it sounds like they have quite the bond. So I'm just going to hit on some of my favorite parts from the article. Sid likes repping Canada on the international stage and he enjoys traveling through Europe because he is a history nerd. But the main reason he's what? He's a history nerd.
Is he?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think so. Maybe I just made that up, but
I feel like
that's accurate.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I can see him just being like interested in things around him.
Right. Yeah. No, I think that's just kind of the person he is.
Yeah. And then Europe would be like fascinating to him.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, he goes to Europe like every off season, a lot of times with Nate McKinnon. So, which I'm sure is great. They get to eat chickpeas all over the world.
I bet Nate McKinnon's real awkward in other countries.
Yeah, probably. But I don't know. Maybe when Sid's around, he listens up.
I think maybe that tempers it. But yeah, can you?
Sid does have a sweet tooth, so I'm sure he mellows Nate out a little bit.
Yeah.
But the main reason that Sid went to Switzerland is because he wanted to play hockey with Celebrini again.
Ah, wow.
Which is so cute.
Nice.
As we suspected, Celebrini did try to give up the captaincy and Sid wouldn't hear of it. So basically, Celebrini told Team Canada coaching staff and management that he wanted Crosby to take over the captaincy upon his arrival in Switzerland. And upon hearing that, Crosby disagreed and said that Celebrini should wear the C. A, Crosby didn't want to strip the captaincy from someone, but B, he wanted Celebrini to know what it felt like to captain Team Canada in a tournament because it's not going to be the last time for him.
Right.
Like, it's surely going to be something that happens.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's not a passing, like he has the torch, like, you know.
Yeah, no. Here's a quote from the article. We had some back and forth about it, Celebrini said. It was my belief he should be the captain. He's Sidney Crosby, just because of who he is, what he's meant to hockey, what he's meant to Hockey Canada, and what he's meant to all of us in the room. But it didn't work out that way. It's just like so defeated. But I just love that. I think it's great. And yeah, basically, when they first played together at Worlds last year, they ended up on the same line and had instant chemistry. And a lot of people pointed out that they had similar playing styles. Celebrini thinks it's because he grew up watching Crosby play and he always saw highlights and videos and kind of tried to emulate him. He never thought he'd get to this level, but the more he thinks about it, Sid was a huge influence on his game.
Interesting, yeah. I mean, it also helps that they're both like really just fucking good hockey players.
Really good hockey players, but like really good dudes too, right. I think is the thing. Like they're kind of on the same wavelength.
Yeah, that's true.
The article points out that Sid has always been a big admirer of McDavid's game, but that they've never played on the same line. Also, he did play on the same line with Nate McKinnon at Four Nations, but Crosby doesn't necessarily think their styles mesh, which like Nate McKinnon found dead in a ditch. Like, I mean, this article just came out this week, like right after the Avs, got eliminated, which we'll talk about more later.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst week of his life, right? Like,
yeah, getting
eliminated and then finding out Sidney Crosby doesn't think their playing styles mesh well together.
I don't know. He must know.
He must know. I'm sure they've talked about it, but it's funnier to me personally.
Yep.
If he's just like, wait, I'm not the most important Mac in Sid's life anymore.
Right.
It's some kid in California. What the fuck? So I don't know. That's just funnier to me.
I think it's interesting that he's never played with McDavid there.
Not on the same line. They've played like on the same team, but just they haven't been put on the same line.
I'm sure during like shift changes, sometimes they were caught out on the ice together or whatever, maybe. But they're pretty good at shift changes generally.
Those two, I would imagine in particular.
Yeah.
I mean, another thing that came out is, during this tournament, Sidney usually plays center. They're playing on the same line. He's got Mac playing center and he's playing wing. Like,
interesting.
He's just deferring to it. He's just like, yeah, you're the boss now, man. I'm just here to play with you. And I think it's so sweet and lovely.
Yep. Nope. He's the truth.
He is. It's true. The article did highlight that in a game against Norway, a defender from the other team repeatedly slashed Celebrini in the leg, and Macklin held back from retaliating for quite a while, but then eventually he punched the guy in the chest, as one does.
Sure.
And the article pointed out that Crosby, quote, who has won nearly every NHL award there is to win except for a Lady Byng trophy, unquote, looked on approvingly before joining the scrum. So he's like, yeah, that's right. And then just jumps in, which is great. And then some other great quotes. He's a very nice guy, said Crosby, himself famous for being nice, of Celebrini. I liked him right away.
Interesting.
And then just another thing, you've got to consider how much better he is now, Crosby said. From last year until now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he wasn't really good last year, because he was. He was really good, in fact. He was amazing. But the jump he's made over the last year to me is very clear. He's a different hockey player now.
Yeah. I mean, everyone kind of has seen that.
We have even said that, and we don't know shit about shit.
Right.
But anybody can have a hockey podcast, it turns out. So if Cheesecake Factory can have one, we certainly can.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought it was a really nice article, and not everybody pays for The Athletic, so I thought I would just read you guys the Cliff's Notes.
Cool. Yeah. No, that's cool. I don't know much about Worlds, and I have no interest in it, honestly, like watching it or caring about it.
That's fine. You're half a hockey fan. You don't need to know all of that.
Yeah. When you said like Kachuk's playing, I'm like, what? He is? Like,
yeah, that was kind of a surprise for people, especially since he and his wife like just had a baby. But people suspect it's because Barkov's playing and he just wanted to go hang out with Barky, which who can blame him?
Or he wanted to get away from that kid.
I mean, babies are very loud. I can tell you that personally.
I don't think I knew they had a kid.
They did, like right around, like 2 months ago or something. So, anyway, that happened.
Future Kachuk.
Oh boy, the generations just continue to continue.
Yeah, they sure.
All right, so moving on to the NHL, we have some signing news. Our long national nightmare is over and we can all rest easy. It has been officially announced that Geno Malkin will be playing with the Penguins next season. He signed a 1-year contract at $5.5 million AAV.
Man, he's still getting $5 million?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Good for him.
He's good. Also, they're not as cash strapped as like the Stars, where Jamie Benn's just like, sign me last and I'll take peanuts.
I'll take what's ever left over.
Nickels from the couch cushion.
Yep.
So Jamie doesn't care. He's just like, whatevs.
No, he's got like a salesperson bonus structure.
Right, exactly.
He's got his base. He's like, just give me the base and we'll work out the rest later.
Precisely. He's like, if I stay healthy, I can get more, and that's fine.
Yep.
No, it's good because, speaking of Sid's harem of men, like...
Right, so...
Sid can't play without Geno. That would be wrong.
Yeah, so Sid's going to be back next year, I guess.
Yeah.
He's not going to retire. That'll be weird to retire now.
He literally said recently he's going to play hockey as long as he can, like, physically play hockey.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's pretty clear.
Yeah.
And then so Malkin stays for a year.
He's staying for a year. It's just like a 1-year contract.
He's old too, right?
He's also old. He was drafted the year before Sydney, so he might be 39-ish.
He looks older than 39.
I mean, in hockey years.
Yeah. And who's the other guy?
Chris Letang.
Is he's still hanging out?
I think so. I'm not sure. I mostly just know about the Geno stuff because he's very, very public about his contract negotiations. He's like, oh, my contract expired and I would really like to re-sign in Pittsburgh. Kyle Dubas, are you listening to me? I would really like to re-sign in Pittsburgh. And he's like, I don't know what my status is. I keep telling Kyle Dubas I would like to re-sign and Kyle Dubas won't return my calls. And Kyle Dubas is like, we're going to get to it. Jesus, Geno. And he's like, but I love Pittsburgh and I'm a man of the people.
Oh, that's funny.
It's like this ongoing thing. It's very funny.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's great.
Well, I know you were happy that he re-signed, so.
I was. It's just like it wouldn't feel right for Sydney not to be a Penguin. It wouldn't feel right for Geno not to be a Penguin either. So
yeah.
I think that that's good. Emily Kaplan put out an article this week on what she's been hearing around the league with signing news. Some highlights are Bill Guerin still sounds confident that Quinn Hughes will sign an extension with the Wild. And now I hope he doesn't re-sign there just for the chaos.
That'd be funny.
I know, but it's not going to happen.
I think he's pretty happy there.
He seems pretty happy there.
They look really good.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they lost, but like...
He looks like 30% less haunted.
Oh, yeah.
Like the ghosts are saying nice things to him now.
Yeah. No.
So.
No, now, yeah. I don't know. There's some synergy between those players there.
For sure. So, yeah, I think he seems happy there. So we'll see what happens. Macklin Celebrini will be eligible to sign an extension on July 1st. And the expectation is that San Jose will be eager to get this done.
Oh, my God. They're going to give him so much money.
There's speculation that the Sharks would be willing to do max money and term, which the term limits are like changing in the CBA after this year.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, I think, the last year that you can sign for 8 years. So as long as he signs before September 15th, he could get 8 years.
Okay.
And I'm sure they would love to lock him down.
Yeah,
for that match.
They want that.
And then right now, the max they can offer him is 20% of the cap, basically.
Oh, Jesus.
In which case it would be 20.8 million AAV. And I mean, I think that they would happily give that to him.
I believe he's worth it. And Kaprizov will be like, what?
Yeah, no, Kaprizov's going to look like he's heading to the poorhouse after that. Absolutely. I mean, it's going to be huge. So yeah, but Mac might not want to commit to that. He's only 20 and like the cap is rising and like 8 years is a big commitment to make when you are only 20 years old. So
yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't know. He feels like just, he's going to be the guy wherever he goes. So like
he does seem super committed to San Jose too. Right. And it's like he did grow up in the area, even if he's originally from like Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, he's a West Coast kid.
Yeah. No, I mean, his dad is like the athletic trainer, or he's like big up in the Golden State Warriors organization for like sports medicine.
Yeah.
So,
well, that'll be actually interesting. That'll be the first like contract thing I'm possibly interested in. I only just want to know the number, basically.
Yeah, no, you don't want to like follow all the negotiations.
Oh, I don't care about it.
You're just like, let me know when he signs and what the number is.
Exactly.
See, I get it.
Yep.
There is interest from the Sabres that they might want to sign my new little rat friend, Zach Benson, to an extension. And the Flyers are also interested in re-signing Trevor Zegras, which like, duh.
Oh, yeah.
Who wouldn't? I mean, besides the Ducks.
Yeah, yeah.
But
no, you got to keep the Zieg.
You have to keep the Ziegs. Like, right? He just is so great.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got that Hulu money, so maybe he'll give them a good deal.
Yeah, I wonder how much he goes for.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably like a medium amount. He's not like Celebrini money or anything, but he's
got to make more than Tippett.
I mean, yeah.
And Tippett's at like 8, right?
I don't know. I think I've seen people speculating around 7 or so. So
that's ridiculous.
I know, but I think Tippett was an overpay. So they're just like, well, we can't overcorrect by paying him more than the overpay. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yep.
And then finally, most relevant to my interest is this, directly from the article. The Jason Robertson saga will finally see some clarity, and all signs point to an extension in Dallas rather than a trade. Sounds a little bit like a Magic 8 Ball wrote it, but like, sure. I get it.
All signs, yeah.
All signs indicate. I would be really happy if we could get that signing done, mostly so I can stop hearing people talk about how we need to trade Robo to Ottawa and we will get back Brady Tkachuk and a bag of peanuts or whatever people think is a fair trade.
Oh, Brady Tkachuk in Texas would be something.
Oh boy, that's no.
He'd put that cowboy hat on.
I'm a big listen. I'm a team person where like there's not a lot a team could do where I'm like, fuck this team forever.
Right.
I'm not a big fan of our backup goalie, but I've just chosen to pretend he doesn't exist, and that's mostly okay.
Yep.
If we lost Robo for Brady Tkachuk, I would be very, very sad.
Yeah, no, that would be
it would really just take a lot of the joy out of
watching hockey in general.
Like I'd have to hate watch my own team, and that just doesn't seem like a sustainable way to do things.
No.
So I'd be throwing things at the TV. You'd be like, stop that. That was expensive. I bought that for you to watch hockey on. And I'd be like, I don't even want to watch hockey anymore.
I don't even know. Like, is that like a real like possibility?
No, I don't think so. People have speculated about it.
So there's like it could happen based on the way things are.
I mean, if you believe Redditors, sure, it could happen.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, like his contract's up or restricted free agent, like he could technically be there somehow.
The only way we get rid of Robo is if we trade him or if another team gives him an offer sheet because he's a restricted free agent. He can't just walk right now.
Right.
So
realistically, you could have a Tkachuk that is in the realm of possibilities.
I don't know why you're trying to make me cry on this beautiful sunny day.
No, I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah. It is possible in the way that through God all things are possible and through Satan all things are possible, which is what this would be.
It would change the vibe of the team so hard.
Yes, which is why I don't think Jim Nill would do that to me personally, even if he doesn't take my calls anymore, since I won't stop harassing him about Scott Wedgwood.
Yeah, no, No? All right. Well, anyway, that's just funny to think, but like that would decimate the vibe of that team.
The vibe would be so rank, like so rancid. It would be terrible.
Yeah. I just can't imagine like him and Duchesne playing together.
Oh, no.
Right?
Oh, that would really kill the vibe.
Yeah.
Actually, it would be kind of funny, though. I feel like Duchesne is such a wet blanket. He would really bum Brady out. I don't know. Maybe he might like turn Brady into some like super religious dude or something. And then that would really freak the rest of the Kachucks out because they all sold their souls to the devil.
Yeah.
So, I mean, probably not the mom and the sister. They seem fine. Anyway. I don't want to think about it. But mostly I only see the people online speculating about it.
Yeah. Sorry for lingering on this. I just wanted to really just paint a picture of what that would be like in my mind. And it's just not good.
Unfortunately, you painted a picture in my mind and I need to go lay down for a while. But let's get through this first. So on to injury news. In rare non-playoff injury news, the Maple Leafs announced that Max Domi underwent an off-season surgery to address an issue he was playing through this past season. And apparently there were complications during the procedure, and now Domi will be out indefinitely. Yeah. So that's pretty terrifying and sad to hear.
That sounds like possible like end of career kind of stuff.
They did say that, they'll keep working with, he's going to keep working with the trainers and his medical team, and he'll get reevaluated sort of at the start of next season. But it just sounds very scary. People were really concerned he has type 1 diabetes, and that can be problematic in surgeries and with wound healing and things. So I don't know what's going on with him, but I wish him the best. He was a star briefly and not even one of my favorites, but I don't want anybody to go through bad stuff like that. So.
Yeah, no, we liked him. He
was fine.
Him and somebody else were good together.
Well, he and Dodonov came in at the same time, and they really kind of gave the team like a boost when we needed it.
Yep.
But if we could only keep one of them, we were happy with Dodonov.
Yep.
So I still miss that guy kind of.
Dodonov? Yeah, where's he?
He went to New Jersey, I think.
Oh, okay.
But he got like promptly injured and was out for most of the season.
Gotcha.
So, all right, on to front office shenanigans.
Oh, boy.
The Bruce Cassidy coaching shenanigan carousel continues to twirl. Vegas has been seeing some backlash regarding their stance on not allowing Cassidy to interview for other organizations. They've tried to deflect by saying they're just concentrating on the playoffs right now, and GM Kelly McCrimmon assured everyone that Bruce understands. Well, Bruce went on Cheesecake Factory's podcast and seemed a little less understanding, saying, "It's upsetting. I'm going to be honest. I want to go to work. I'm a hockey coach." He was especially bothered by the message that he's apparently not good enough to coach Vegas, but too good to coach a team that asks for him, which fair and valid. Cassidy also explained that even if he forfeited his remaining $4.5 million salary, he still has a non-compete clause and would need the team to waive that to even interview anywhere else.
I tell you what, non-compete clauses need to not be a thing. Fuck that.
I know. A lot of them are so like sketch anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure this one's pretty ironclad.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, I can understand them at certain levels in like organizations and stuff, but like there's been a few jobs where I would have had to do that, and I'm like, fuck that. I didn't end up, going through with like whatever, or even getting a call probably in the past, but like that's just weird to like they fire you and you can't go work for like their competitor, and that's your like industry that you're in. Like what?
Yeah, no, it's so stupid. It's just like, okay, I guess I'll just voluntarily blacklist myself then.
Yeah.
I have to think, I know people have been saying for ages like that the way Vegas does business is going to be bad for them eventually.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're in the.
Unfortunately, it hasn't been bad for them because they still win. But I got to think this is going to make coaches be a lot more careful with their coaching contracts going forward with them.
Yeah,
because it's insane. Cassidy certainly is like, yeah, I won't be entering a contract like that anytime soon ever again. So
right, yeah, and I mean, I don't understand a non-compete for hockey coaches. Like, it's not like he has like proprietary knowledge of like there's no.
It'd be one thing if like Edmonton wanted to interview him and like Edmonton and Vegas were about to play each other in the playoffs, but like Edmonton's out of the playoffs.
Exactly.
And right? I do understand they're in the same division or the same conference. And it was like, they don't want to make a competitor stronger. And like maybe they'd be fine if he went to the Eastern Conference. But the main thing they keep saying is like, we'll talk about it after playoffs. But as Cassidy pointed out, Vegas is a well-run organization and they should actually be able to deal with his situation and a cup run at the same time. It's not that complicated.
No.
And then McCrimmon responded to Cassidy's interview by saying that this is only an issue because Edmonton leaked the news, which honestly, it's preposterous. Like it would be so stupid for Edmonton to release the news. Not that I'm saying Edmonton isn't stupid, because they are. Like, for sure they are. But out of all of the possibilities, it makes the least sense for Edmonton to leak it, because they still had a head coach at the time.
Right.
So it'd be really stupid for them to be like, hey, we're going to leak it that we were interviewing that we wanted to interview Bruce Cassidy, but Vegas said no, because they still had a coach. And that was a terrible look, and it looked bad, and they looked stupid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
So the only other options are that Bruce Cassidy and his team leaked it, which I kind of feel like could go either way. Like, A, yes, it's put a lot of pressure on Vegas.
Right.
But B, also maybe he didn't want to piss them off because they would just be jackasses on principle.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other option, which I'm kind of leaning towards, is that Vegas leaked it because they thought it would be funny to call out Edmonton and make it look really bad for them. But now it's coming back on them, and they did not realize how bad it would make them look.
Yeah. No, I mean, we've talked about, like, my thoughts on Vegas is that it's a business. It's not a team. Like, and like when they aren't winning, they're just like, well, there's a problem because we should be winning every single time. Mm-hmm. And we're just going to fire people and bring this and move things around. And I was really hoping like things don't work out for them and that fails. But yeah, again, they're
unfortunately they have just assholed their way into success.
I mean, they pulled the fucking card, like I don't know a card game, like, but you know, like
the reverse Uno.
I don't know. Anyway, they pulled a card and it was torts.
Yes, they pulled the torts card.
Yeah,
they pulled the torts card.
They pulled in a closer and the dude fucking rocked it.
Yeah, as he does in that situation.
I tell you what, I'd do the same thing next year if I was Vegas.
Yeah, just hire torts.
No, hire some other coach and bring torts in for the end.
That makes sense. Yeah, just be like, listen, you don't want him all year. He's going to burn out your players.
Absolutely. They don't want to go around that fucking rope.
Right, but just, yeah, no, absolutely not. They would die by the end of it. Absolutely. But bring them in at the end when they don't have to skate around the rope and everything's cool.
Yeah, I think tandem coach.
I kind of like it. It's kind of a vibe.
Right?
So why not? I don't know. It's a lot. I did see, I think it was actually a Vegas fan on Reddit pointed out that like Vegas to them, like being a villain is such a part of their identity that like when they start to not do well, they end up crafting a villain narrative just to cast themselves in that role so that they will do better again, because they do better when they're like feeling persecuted about being the villains. So it's like, oh, we hired this goalie that, you know, everybody like loathes and detests for very valid reasons.
And he's doing well too.
And he's doing well, which is even worse.
Right.
Like, and we're fucking over our ex-coach that people like. And then like now everybody hates us and we're stronger as a result of that.
Exactly. We're going to the finals.
Exactly. It's just like they thrive on people's saltiness. Yep. And it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like, I think the Panthers are sort of naturally assholes and the Vegases are like, here, quick, I'm going to shoot myself in the kneecap and it will only make me more powerful. Yeah, and it works. And I don't understand what's up with that, but it does. And I hate it.
It's like that meme of the guy on the bike that puts the stick in. And then,
yes, that is Vegas.
They just do that. And then they get up and they're like doing great.
And then, what happens is the bike falls down and it catapults them over the handlebars and into the Stanley Cup finals. Oh, it's so exhausting. Yeah. Oh, I hate being a good guy. All right. Anyway, let's move on to a general news roundup.
Okay.
There's not a lot of it. There's just not a lot going on.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the end of the season. There's like one game a night. And now there's even less than one game a night. Yeah.
Like most of the teams have fucked off to Cabo, which is good for them.
Yep.
But we do have a few things going on. So Eagle-eyed fans noticed that as Caden Gooley entered the Bell Center for Game 3 in the recent Montreal Hurricane series, his Starbucks cup had quite a lengthy message on it. It read, "Hey, Caden, have a good night. Maybe see you soon, I hope," with a smiley face. It was from the barista. And like, you know, good for you for shooting your shot, but like how mortifying to find out that that's like in the headlines the next day.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's a little awkward.
Right?
So, and he had the cup like perfectly positioned to like be at the camera too. I don't know. It was, oh man, poor kid. I'm just assuming it's a kid. I don't know. Anyway, maybe she's 30. Who knows? 30 is still a kid to me. Let's be real.
We're so old.
We are. Artemi Panarin talked in an interview about how team jerseys played a role in how he picked his destination when leaving the Rangers. Quote from the interview, "The Kings jerseys are stunning," he said. "I really do care about the jerseys too. Like there have been teams whose colors I'm just allergic to. I wouldn't even consider them just because of that. I don't know. I just have that hang up."
I fucking love it. This is how we operate in the world.
It's true. A lot of people are like, oh, he likes to troll in interviews. And I'm like, oh, I didn't read it that way because I personally, a lot of things in my life are determined by aesthetics. So,
right? Like, yeah.
I'm like, is it pretty? I'm in.
Yeah, no, we're very, it's nice to hear, and if he's joking, whatever, but it's still nice to hear somebody else in the world kind of operates. Like we definitely are like that with just general things. And, if somebody presented me with a trade, and it's like the Ducks, I'm like, no, their uniforms are ugly.
I have like yellow undertones in my skin. Orange is very unflattering for me. I need a jewel tone. Like
I would not go there.
There's a reason. I mean, there are many reasons I picked Dallas as a team, but like the emerald green certainly didn't hurt matters.
You are very into green. It's true.
I mean, I was less into green before the Stars, and now I'm more into green. But yes, I like a jewel tone. So sue me.
Yeah.
So I look good in a jewel tone. I'm very pale.
Right. So yeah, no, I totally vibe with Panarin there, and I think he did pick the Kings. Do have the best look of on the West Coast, I think.
Yeah, probably.
That black and silver, it's simple, it's classic, looks good.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, Panarin still sucks, but
well, whatever.
But yeah, but that was an okay take. So
yeah,
I'll side with him on that.
Although maybe now Vancouver's the best on the West Coast. Kings are too.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Vancouver's pretty great.
Yeah.
All right, and then finally, this was actually IIHF related, but I just saw it this morning. So the official IIHF hockey TikTok account released a video. I sent it to you today, but I don't know if you had a chance to watch it.
I didn't.
So it's a video. It's a video of Sidney Crosby taping his hockey stick, and the audio over it is a well-known clip of Pedro Pascal talking about how daddy is a state of mind, and then it segues into Father Figure by George Michael.
Nice.
And I'm just like, all right, like that's funny, but like also I could really do without the official social media accounts being weird. Like that's our job in fandoms. Like as somebody who's been in fandom spaces for 20 years, like let the fandom people be the weird creeps and keep it off main. Like we are the weird and creepy ones and we like keep it on lockdown. Like let's keep it to Tumblr and like AO3, like archive locked. Like, come on. Like, let's just be normal.
Right.
Can we just be normal?
I don't know if that's possible anymore.
I don't think it is. I think normal left the station a long time ago. But like, I'm just like, listen, 20 years ago, like I knew the difference. I mean, I had an actor read my fan fiction, but like he sought it out. I didn't send it to him and I was half impressed, half mortified. So that
is a funny time in our
lives. That is a true story that happened. Yep. So anyway, hit me up if you want to know the details.
I know the details.
You sure do. All right. And that's really all I have for news. So let's talk about some hockey, huh?
All right. Yeah. I was just looking on my phone too. Like there was that Colorado Eagles coach lady is doing something.
Yes, that's right. She is going to be coaching one of the new PWHL teams.
She is?
Yeah, I believe that's what you said.
Well, I can't find any news about it, so maybe it was just misinformation.
Maybe. All right, we'll have to look into that later and see. But you did show me a thing.
It's pretty possible, but I don't see it in the news. So maybe Instagram is a liar.
Nope. Here we go. Current Colorado Eagles assistant coach Kim Weiss is set to become the head coach of the new PWHL expansion team.
That's awesome.
She'll remain with the Eagles to finish out their playoff run before making the official transition to the PWHL.
That's so cool. Like her getting that job with the Eagles this year or whatever was already like historic. And now like that's awesome.
No, it's so good.
Yeah.
Head coach. Love it for her. Like
Absolutely.
That's really great.
Yeah.
So nope, super cool. And thanks for bringing that up because I'd forgotten to put that in there.
See, I knew something.
See, you did know a thing.
Yep.
And Fred's corner of stuff we haven't talked about.
Yep.
So.
I was the only, there wasn't even in my corner of stuff.
You just remembered it.
I just remembered it. Yep.
Wow. Look at you having a thought.
Oh, no.
Good job.
Yep. I remembered a thing.
All right. So let's talk about the playoffs. Round 3 of the playoffs has just wrapped up. So let's see where we stand and how we got there. So in round 3, we had the Colorado Avalanche versus the Vegas Golden Knights in the Western Conference Finals. And the last time we checked in, the Colorado Avalanche were down 2-0 in the series after dropping the first 2 games of the series at home. And I regret to say that they did not fare any better on the road. The Vegas has won game 3, 5-3, and game 4, 2-1. And just like that, this year's President's Trophy winners had been swept in the third round.
That's wild.
It really is. I don't even know if it's necessarily that Vegas looked that great, although they looked good, but the Avs were just dead in the water. Like, they were so gassed.
They couldn't like break through or something. Yeah.
It didn't help that they had their sort of big guys playing through some major injuries. Cale Makar basically played the last 2 games of the series with one arm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got that shoulder thing or whatever. Did they disclose what that is?
Well, I just know he was out the first 2 games of the series, and then he came back, and then he took a hit to the shoulder at one point, and then it was just like he just wasn't moving his arm again.
Yeah.
So, and I think it was probably a shoulder that was a factor before. So not great. And then Nate McKinnon took an 86-mile-an-hour slap shot to the side of the knee during game 3.
Oh, yeah. We saw that. Oh, that's how fast it was?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Like, I make fun of him, but Jesus Christ, that's awful.
No, that's bad news.
So ultimately, a good, hardworking hockey team that does things the right way is never going to win against Vegas. So, like, not to give props to the Avs, but they, they're a good team and they do things the right way. And Vegas is Vegas. But
yeah, no, they were just smothered.
the deck was literally stacked against them. So the only silver lining to this is A, we get more torts.
Yep.
And B, it brings us closer to the hilarious reality where Mitch Marner wins a Conn Smythe in his first season after leaving the Leafs.
That'll be the funniest thing if it happens.
In my ideal world, they'll lose the playoffs in 7 games, but Mitch Marner will still do well enough that they'll give him the Conn Smythe like they did to Connor McDavid the first year the Panthers won the Cup.
Yeah, and I think Marner should come out and accept it too.
Oh, I think he should. And I think he should be like, thanks for everybody who supported me during the dark times in Toronto, because that's been a big storyline. Speaking of Mitch Marner, game 3 was an exciting one. Colorado had a 3-0 lead after the first period, but Vegas scored 5 unanswered goals to get the win. And then when he was asked about the remarkable comeback, Marner said, "We have an older group that just stays patient and stays calm. We don't turn on each other. We don't get mad at each other."
Boom.
That sounded very pointed.
Sassy.
Yes. And then, you contrast that with Willie Nylander from a couple of years ago telling him to stop fucking crying, bro.
Yep. It's not juniors or whatever.
Yeah, it's not juniors or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh boy. It's I don't know. The Schadenfreude is so fun.
Yeah, no, it's fun. And like I know you've been a Marner fan, forever.
I mean,
you just
I'm a Marner.
You know a lot about him.
Yes.
You've followed him over the years.
I've been around.
Yeah.
I've been around for the Marner trials and tribulations.
Exactly.
Like, I kind of got into hockey right around the time he was a little baby.
Yep.
And so, yes, I've seen him grow up, I guess we could say. I don't know. He still seems very young to me.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the problem is he will always be like 18 to me. And I'm like, wait, he's like 30 with a kid? Wait, what? But he still seems very childish.
He does. Yeah. He looks young for his age.
He does. I just feel, I don't know, maternal about him in a weird way.
See?
Even though I think he's probably kind of a drip. But
yeah. No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So.
No, that is for sure what it is.
But anyway, I'm happy to see him thrive.
Yes. Him and Torts and only them.
Him and Torts and only them.
And only them.
And definitely not Mark Stone.
Definitely not Mark Stone. Fuck Mark Stone. Sorry, just as a Dallas Stars fan, I'm contractually obligated to say that.
Yep.
All right, so now let's talk about the other series that was happening over in the Eastern Conference, and that was the Carolina Hurricanes versus the Montreal Canadiens. Much like the Avs, the Habs were just straight out of gas at this point.
Yeah.
They had gone to 7 games in both of their prior series, and they're young. They were tired. They just needed to take a little nap.
I think that's really the best way to put it. Like, they still played kind of okay, but just like, no.
They did their best, but like realistically, they would not have hung in as long as they did if it wasn't for Dobesh in the goal.
Yeah.
He was I mean, he delivered an absolutely astounding goaltending performance throughout the playoffs. But the problem was that his teammates couldn't seem to generate much offense this series. In game 4, they only had 18 shots on goal for the entire game. And that was actually a step up from game 3 when they had only 13 shots.
I mean, you look
the whole game.
I know. You look at the Canes, though, like 13. I'm like, good job, guys. I don't think I could have done that.
The Canes are very smothering.
Oh, my God.
And that's the thing. It's like, yes, they did look tired and they did look outmatched. But like a lot of that is because the Canes are who they are.
Yeah.
And how they play.
Yeah, totally.
So I think a lot of teams would have sort of run into that with the Canes. It just looked even more obvious because this team was so tired.
Yeah. No, and I think we kind of expected this to happen. Who did they beat to get there?
The Habs, they beat Boston in the first round, and then, or was it the Lightning?
Oh, Lightning was second.
Lightning was second round. Boston the first round, Lightning the second round, I think.
Okay. Well, anyway, whatever team they played, I think the Lightning.
They played a couple of heavy teams.
Yeah.
And we expected them to be tired after that,
right.
Especially going to 7 games.
And I think either of those teams would have fared better against the Canes.
Probably, but I don't think anybody in the East could have taken down the Canes this year. They just had.
Yeah.
I mean, they almost swept all 3 of their first rounds. They only lost that one game against the Habs, the first game of this series. And that was just because they had been off for like 11 or 12 days and were a little rusty.
Rust, it's a real thing.
It really is. The Habs did dominate that one game. But other than that, the Canes were firmly in control for the rest of the series. Yeah. And, good for them. I did say last week that I would like to see a little more from Logan Stankoven after a quiet couple of games. And boy, did he deliver.
Let me play the Stank Watch music.
I don't think we have that.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to say Stank Watch.
You sure did. In game 4, he had a gorgeous 2-on-1 goal in the Canes 4-0 shutout win. And then in game 5, he said, "Hold my beer," and scored another goal plus 2 assists. Logan scored the second goal of that game. And since the Canes eventually won 6-1, that means he actually had the game winner and the series clincher. So just out there making a name for himself.
Yeah, good for him.
And the last time the Canes won the Eastern Conference Finals was in 2006, and they went on to win the Cup that year. So let's hope that is a trend that is continuing.
Yeah, we're firmly rooting for them. Is that true?
I cannot have Vegas win. It's not a thing that I can do.
You can't allow it.
I can't allow it.
All right, we'll work on manifesting Canes.
Let's do that. So one of the best moments of the playoffs came after Game 5. Keandre Miller had just had his first child with his partner Addison, a son who was born on May 2nd. And he played his whole career with the Rangers before being traded to Carolina. And now in his first full season as a Cane, he's going to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time ever. And there's just a great shot of him sitting on the player bench after the game. And he's cradling his little tiny newborn who's wearing tiny little noise-canceling headphones. And the Zamboni's going around the ice. And he's kind of like leaning down, like maybe talking to his baby. And then he sits up and he just has tears in his eyes and he's just taking it all in. And it's just the sweetest thing I've ever seen.
No, that video is amazing. Because, all these players, like during interviews, like they talk about like the Stanley Cup is the dream. Like that's the thing they've been thinking about since they're 6 years old or whatever. And you could see that in his face. He's like, holy shit, I'm doing the thing. I'm going to play in the Stanley Cup. And I have a baby.
Yeah. And you could see that he was like, and like my baby's here. My baby's going to I might get to put this baby in a cup.
Right.
Like,
put that baby in the cup.
I know. No, like everybody in the comments for like a post that was up on Reddit was like, if there's any justice in the world, that baby will be in a cup. And you know what? Yes, let's get that baby in a cup.
Babies in cups.
Babies in cups. Like it's just what the world
It's so
needs.
weird.
Well, a lot of the Canes have had babies this year. Like Jarvis said something about that in an interview. It's like all of the guys just popping out babies everywhere.
How many babies can you fit in the Stanley Cup?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Go Canes. I mean, I'm kind of going to go for the Canes regardless because, once the Stars are out, because that's my aunt uncle's team.
Yep.
So they're kind of like our cousins, basically.
Yeah.
But they have Stankoven. So yeah, go Stank.
Go Stank.
Go Stank. Love it.
And he's going.
He's going. He's going to the finals.
We don't need to encourage him anymore. He's left the nest.
He's left the nest. He's flying high, and I love that for him.
And isn't like this just talking about the cup more like the weird dude who is the cup guy is not the cup guy anymore, and there's like a lady cup.
I think you told me that. I don't think I knew about that.
Yeah, I want to see if that's true.
I don't keep up with the cup
Yeah,
keeper.
I mean, I don't either. But yeah, I believe this year it's a lady cup keeper. She works for the Hockey Hall of Fame as like a museum person or something.
I think there was a lady who was there to give Schaefer the Calder this year at the Good Morning America. So I'd have to check into that more. But.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that's pretty historic. And they travel like 300 days a year or something with the cup or something.
Yeah, the cup's got places to be. The cup's very important. The cup has way more of a schedule than I do.
Right.
And like is way more important than I am.
Yeah.
So like it's fine. Like I don't play hockey, but also I'm not an inanimate object. So like I don't know, maybe I should be striving higher.
Yeah, the Stanley Cup has a better social life than us.
I know, right? And like I'm really trying. I'm doing my best. I'm doing a lot better. So for the Stanley Cup Finals, representing the West is the Las Vegas Vegases,
yep.
And from the East, the Carolina Hurricanes. And I honestly have no idea who will win, but I need it to be the Canes for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, it'll be fun, though, I guess. I mean, will it? I don't know. I'm not super excited, I guess, but I'm sort of. I don't know where my interest is in this.
It'll be real fun if Vegas loses.
It will be, yeah.
It'll be super fun if Vegas loses. If Vegas wins, it's going to be a real bummer for me personally.
Yep.
So no shade or offense to the Vegas fans.
No shade or offense, but my God, I hate you and I hope you lose.
It's not you. It's just your team. But not really because it's sports, but like a little bit. But like also not really, but kind of.
Yeah, not really, but kind of, I think really covers it.
Right. But no, seriously, nothing against fans personally.
No, of course.
You like who you like. Like there's plenty of people who hate Dallas. They hate Jamie Benn. It's fine. It's hockey. It is what it is.
We are not the people like in line at a hockey game when you've got a different kind of jersey, like making fun of you or talking to you. Just like, yeah, hey, what's up?
No, not at all. I'd be like, hey, what brings you here? Like, do you live here? Are you just here for the game? Like, right. I'm obnoxiously welcoming.
Yeah, we're normal.
Yes. No, we're normal people.
But
with a hockey podcast. Said nobody ever. I will say, too, about this series that Mitch Marner is still leading all skaters in postseason points right now with 21.
Nice.
The second closest is Jack Eichel with 18. For goals, Pavel Dorofeyev and Brett Howden are now in the lead with 10 goals apiece. But Logan Stankoven is breathing down their necks, or up their necks, probably, with 9 goals. And keep in mind that Vegas has played 3 more games than Canes on account of all the sweeping from the Canes. So, yeah, he's doing great.
Yeah, no.
Our favorite guy.
Absolutely. I think, how do you say his name?
Dorofeyev?
Dorofeyev.
Gorofeyev, sorry. Kevin Weeks, it's Gorofeyev.
I was going to mention, it kind of, there is a house finch call that kind of sounds like they're saying his last name. Like you can put it in there. It fits real well. I'll have to point that out to you when I hear it in the backyard.
You'll have to maybe find audio and we'll just put that over clips of him playing. It'll be the perfect video for both of our interests.
But anyway, he's, for me, been very noticeable, I think.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's looked great.
If Vegas wins, I'm going to go ahead and say he gets the winning goal.
Yes, probably.
How about that?
I mean, his name is Gorofeyev. How could you not bet on that?
And then if the Canes win, I'm going to go with Stankoven for the winning goal.
I mean, of course. How could you not? He's just carrying the team on his tiny little shoulders.
But if Jarvis gets it, I'm good with that, too.
Of course.
If Aho gets it,
That's fine. He's really more of like a assist guy than a goal guy.
Svechnikov, nah.
I mean, he's a scorer.
Yeah. Ghost Bear.
Ghost Bear is pretty fun.
I'm good with him getting it too.
He's a defenseman, so it's like not as likely.
Right,
but
sure.
he's had some, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just rooting for a lot of people on the Canes a lot more than I am for people in Vegas.
Well, you're just rooting for the coach and one player.
I mean, yeah. So mathematically, this does check out.
Yep.
All right. Well, to wrap up, I don't have a game, but I do have some, I think, fun trivia or fun history knowledge. I don't know. I'm a nerd.
We'll find out if it's fun. Usually when people say, I've got some fun things going on, it's not fun.
It's fun to me personally, and you guys are listening, so I guess probably it might be fun to you too. I don't know.
We'll find out. We'll have to check the Yelp reviews later.
I guess so. So I'm constantly learning new things about hockey. And one thing I learned this week is that the Colorado Avalanche color palette, which I am on record as detesting.
You hate that with the burning fire of whatever, a thousand
suns.
A
Yeah.
thousand suns.
I believe I have said that as a direct quote. Well, that color palette was almost something different. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think the original color palette would have been even worse than the current one, which is bad.
Yeah, that is funny. So does that like kind of shift your view of it now?
No, it's also still bad. It just would have been worse before.
Right.
But it's kind of a funny story. So I showed you that color palette this morning.
You did.
And at first you didn't think it was that bad, but then I showed it to you with more of the green. And then you were like, oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah. What you showed me like the away or home jersey first. I don't know which one.
It was
which.
Mostly burgundy with a little green accent.
Yeah. And then you showed me like the all green one. I was like, oh, fuck that.
Yes. So the original concept, it was going to be forest green and burgundy. Burgundy, I think just because it was like a trendy color at the time. And the burgundy has always been the worst part of this.
I mean, yeah, burgundy, that's just, you should just leave that color alone.
It's just not a good color.
No.
It's like red, but it sucks.
Right.
Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, burgundy's not it.
Mm-hmm. So they were going to go forest green and burgundy. It was like, I think the 90s, and they were thinking like
I was going to say
the colors would be like representative of like nature and stuff. At least the forest green. I don't know what in nature is the burgundy.
Forest green was such a thing.
Such a thing. Really hunter green specifically.
Oh, hunter green.
In
Yeah,
the
that's
90s.
the one.
My mom's dining room was hunter green. That's why I remember it very clearly.
I remember going to Montgomery Ward to buy a couch set, and the fabric was all hunter green, and then it had gold accents on it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That was very much of a time. It was certainly a color.
Yep.
So apparently a printer was low on ink when they went to print out like
what
versions of the jersey.
What kind of rinky dink operation is this?
It was the 90s, man.
Yeah.
You know how things were in the 90s.
Ink was a lot more of a problem then.
It was. Yeah, you couldn't just like run out to Office Max. Like you had to like have a printer company deliver stuff to you. But anyway, a printer was low on ink, and so the forest green came out as more of a muted blue color, and that's the version that ended up in front of NHL execs, and they loved it. And so that is why the Avalanche is the color scheme that it is now, which is still terrible, but is better.
Yeah, so the printer like helped, but not quite.
Yeah, I mean, it mitigated some things.
Yeah.
Another thing is that the team was going to be called the Rocky Mountain Extreme.
Oh, God, that's amazing.
Because again, it was the mid-90s. The X Games were big. That was, I think, like the owner's thing. Like he wanted to do the Rocky Mountain Extreme.
Right. And then like skiing and the extreme sports are such a thing here.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. And so one of the local newspapers got like the scoop on it and printed it in a story.
Mm-hmm.
The fan backlash was so overwhelming and immediate. It was like crazy, to the point where the organization came out and denied it and was like, oh, no, that's not true. We're not calling them the Rocky Mountain Extreme. And the reporter's like, but I have like proof of concept, like jersey designs and stuff. And they're like, nope, never happened. We're crowdsourcing. And here's a list of the options. And one of those was the Avalanche. And that's what they eventually settled on.
Nice.
It wasn't until like 6 years later that they did admit that, yes, it was going to be the Rocky Mountain Extreme. And because this reporter scooped it and leaked it before they announced it, he basically saved their asses.
Yeah, that guy needs a trophy.
I mean, yeah, no, I've read like a follow-up column with him being like, so I guess you're welcome, even though you gaslighted me.
Yeah. No, that's really funny. That would have been just the worst.
It would have just been so dated so instantaneously.
Right.
I mean, along with that color palette. Like,
oh my God.
Could you imagine?
Right.
Could you imagine the Dallas Stars versus the Rocky Mountain Extreme? I would laugh every single time.
The Rocky Mountain Extreme. Funny. Oh my God.
So I can't believe I didn't know any of this stuff. I just found out by accident this week.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking, like, what else have I missed out on? So I went on a little bit of a research spiral. So first, when it comes to names, I learned that when the Sharks joined the NHL, there was a 1991 sweepstakes to name the new team.
Bodie McBoatface.
I mean, that's always the goal for me. So the most popular name chosen by the fans was the Blades, the San Jose Blades.
Okay.
But the owners rejected it because they had fears that it was going to be associated with gang violence because of that area.
Okay. Yeah. And that was like more of a topic in the 90s.
It sure was.
Yeah.
I mean, again, growing up in the 90s, we know this.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. I can see avoiding that probably.
I could see that. So yeah, they ended up going with the sharks, and I don't know. I like the sharks. I think it's cute, and they got like their whole vibe and everything.
It's always been good. I mean, I didn't even watch hockey in the 90s, and I had a Sharks hat like in like 6th grade or something.
The color scheme was so iconic.
Right.
It really was. It turns out that the 90s were just a wild time in hockey in general. In the mid-90s, the St. Louis Blues were planning to introduce a third alternate jersey, and they wanted to go a little outside of the box. They were also going to debut a new mascot along with the jersey, apparently. There's like a lot of conflicting information about this, so I'm not entirely sure I have it all right. But the mascot would have been named Cool Cat.
Okay.
And he was a saxophone-playing cartoon cat who would have tied in with these jerseys that are known as the trumpet jerseys.
Okay.
And not much is known of these jerseys outside of urban legend, but it's rumored they would have had fire engine red sleeves and waists, trumpet patches on each shoulder, and also maybe a big trumpet on the front, and maybe also the St. Louis Arch, although I only read that one place.
Okay.
There are like mock-ups of it online. I think like a jersey place like made prints of what it was maybe supposed to look like. It never really came out because what can be agreed on is that the ultimate design was so hideous it never saw the light of day.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds bad.
The lore is that then head coach Mike Keenan came in and saw the players wearing it because they were going to debut it that night and said, absolutely the fuck not, and wouldn't let the players go on the ice because they would be a laughing stock.
Oh my God.
What's more likely is that it didn't get that far. And
I was going to say,
they looked at it and were like, okay, we can't do this. We'll be a laughing stock. This is clown shoes. But but yeah, no, the jerseys did not get made. And yeah, that happens.
And so MC Scat Cat didn't make it either?
And no, so the mascot was scrapped too. And so now their mascot is, I think, a polar bear named Louie.
Okay.
So I don't know. I am devastated that we do not have a saxophone playing mascot named Cool Cat.
And then it had trumpets on the jerseys, though.
Yeah.
They're just leaning into like the thing.
Well,
right?
yeah, I mean, it's the St. Louis Blues. They have the music note, but yeah, it's like trumpet patches on the shoulders. Like that is one thing that it is agreed upon was definitely an element.
That is goofy as fuck.
But yeah, they were really bringing in red because like red's always been part of the colorway, but only in like a very small touch. So they really wanted to like go different. And so it was like red, as much red as possible.
Yeah. I don't know.
For the Blues.
Yeah. I don't know much about that organization. They seem like kind of weird. I don't think I would have been happy working there.
Probably not. I think we probably dodged a bullet on that one.
Yep.
And then finally, the New Jersey Devils currently have a red and black color scheme.
Yeah.
Seems like a no-brainer, right? The Devils, red and black.
Yeah.
Makes sense, right?
Totes.
Apparently, that was kind of how they always wanted to do it. But in the 80s, the NHL thought that was a little too scary. So the Devils instead had a red, green, and white color scheme.
Did they?
Which was very reminiscent, like more so of Christmas than hell. Although some might argue that those are the same things, like if you grew up in a household like mine. The holidays were very stressful. I'll just say that. Anyway, after a decade, they finally went back to the originally intended black and red color scheme, and everyone was much happier.
Oh, I found a picture of these 80s Devils uniforms.
Yes, I looked them up.
That's interesting. The big patch on the shoulders.
There are lots of choices that have been made, and none of them are good.
No, it's very interesting. It's like the crossed with like the Minnesota Wild or something, and you're like, that doesn't go together.
Yeah, I know. It's because the red is wrong, but the green is kind of wild green, but like also like muddier.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's real dark. Yeah.
And I mean, I know too now that like probably every team has lore about terrible jerseys. Some people would argue that the Dallas Stars Mooterist jersey is not a good one, but they are wrong, and that's a classic.
No, that one's interesting. At least it's not like, I mean, these jersey.
It's a cow head with a constellation that looks like a uterus. Like, what's wrong with that? That's fire. That's straight fire, and I will not hear otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree.
It's called the Mooterist jersey. I mean, not officially, but it's a great ass jersey.
Yeah. No, the Devils. It's not like, I don't know. It's not that bad, but it is kind of jarring and kind of doesn't make any sense.
You should see if you can find the trumpet jersey.
Oh yeah, let me look that up.
Yeah, it's pretty chaotic. Like I've seen different iterations of it.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Are you seeing the one that's like the kind of purpley front with the like big trumpet on the front?
Oh my God. They're all bad.
I know there's so many versions, and I don't think anybody can tell what's the actual version or if any of them are the actual version, but they're all completely insane.
No, they're absolutely unhinged. Like,
yes.
I do not. Yeah, you would not go on the ice with that. That's goofy as fuck.
That's the only reason I don't believe the Mike Keenan story, is because the fact that any players would have like gone along with it that long where they were wearing them and then the coach had to say no.
Yeah.
Wouldn't believe that. So.
Oh yeah, you can get one for $29 here on this website.
Oh, I'm sure it's super legit and everything.
Yeah, they got the mascot too. He's got sunglasses.
Yes. He's very cool. He's a cool cat and I love him.
He's going to dance with Paula Abdul.
Listen, like, I mean, Victory Green is fine and everything, but like, I want a cool cat.
Yeah, of course.
Bring the cool cat to Dallas.
Yeah, with a saxophone.
With a saxophone. He has to have a saxophone or else what's the point?
I think it's great.
I think it's great too. Yeah, no, MC Scat Cat is totally the right reference and vibe here. Yep. And I think that we were robbed personally. But not of the jersey. The jersey is terrifying.
Yeah, no, it looks like, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe, like, it doesn't seem, not hockey, like soccer maybe. I don't know. Rugby. I mean,
soccer would be great because they have so many advertisements that would really cover up the majority of the jersey. Right. So I feel like that would be probably the solution there. I don't know, man. Well, anyway, so was this interesting and fun?
It was interesting and fun.
Okay, I told you so. I know things.
You win again.
I win again, just like always.
Yep.
Anyway, now I need to know what other kinds of crazy NHL lore I'm missing out on, because this was like a whole thing I was completely blind to.
Well, yeah, there's like, this goes back far.
I know. I mean, it
goes back to Lord Stanley.
It does.
When he was out on the pond pushing the thing around.
I know, in a airbrushed trumpet jersey. Anyway, that's going to be the end of regulation for this week's episode of Ice is Slippery. You can find us on Tumblr, Blue Sky, TikTok, and Instagram at Ice is Slippery Pod. You can also email us at iceisslipperypod@gmail.com, where we would love to get suggestions for games and hear your hockey hot takes. Until next week, stay out of the penalty box.